I'm constantly being asked, "Oh, money prices, how much are my coins worth?" Well, in this video, I'm gonna go over some incredibly rare examples of coins that you could possibly come across, and I'm gonna show you what to look for to tell how much the coins are actually worth. The first thing you need to know is that there are multiple factors that go into the value of your coin. The first one is the condition of the coin. Condition is king when it comes to the coin value, but it's just one piece of the pie when it comes to value. The next is going to be the date. Now, the date of the coin is super important because depending on how many coins were produced will dictate the supply and the demand of the coin. Another thing you need to realize is the mint mark of the coin. Now, what's the mint mark? Essentially, the coins can be produced at numerous different locations around the United States. You have Philadelphia issued coins that either have a P mint mark or no mint mark. You have San Francisco minted coins which come with an S mint mark. You have Denver which come with a D mint mark, and you have West Point which comes with a W. Again, depending on which mint your coin is minted at can dictate how many coins were minted for that mint. Another factor is market conditions, when you're selling your coins. If you're selling your coin at a time of panic where people are not spending money, then you're simply going to get less money for your coins. Now, grading your coins is incredibly important to determining the value of the coin. If you want to learn more about coin grading values and how to handle your coin, I offer a completely free ebook down below. Just click on the link, but you don't have to do that. What I do recommend is doing your homework and due diligence, because look at this coin right here. Now, it may not seem like a big deal, but I think it's so awesome that someone found this coin that has a face value of 1 cent and they were able to turn it into $63. To keep it very brief, this coin was graded by PCGS at a very fine 35. That's a relatively low grade. That means this coin went out into circulation. It was passing people's hands before someone noticed that this had a CUD major die break error on it. You can see at the bottom left hand side of the coin, they realized this is an error coin worth a lot more money than just 1 cent. They got it authenticated by PCGS and they sold it for 63 bucks. This coin sold for $169, and here's why. So this is a mint error. This is a 1943 1 cent steel Lincoln planchet weighing 2.6 grams. If you ever see anything like this, you could have a coin worth good money. It's not just a piece of scrap metal, because this coin sold for $169. This is a 1934 Washington quarter graded by PCGS, a mint state 67. Now, the first thing you'll notice on this coin is that what looks like dirt or ink. That is actually a naturally occurring process called oxidation. It does not impact the grade whatsoever. Remember, the highest achievable grade in grading is 70. This is at a 67. The higher your coin gets to the 70 grade, the better. If this coin was to have graded at a 68, it would have brought a lot more money. Now, I have to preface this with the chances of getting this high of a grade are slim to none. If you think that you're going to send your coin off and get this high of a grade, you might want to reconsider, because it's so challenging to get this high of a grade. You have to know exactly what to look for. That's why I link my coin ebook down below. That's completely free. But even then, it takes years of experience, trial and error, before you can get to the point of nailing down a grade like this. But essentially, what you need to look for on the 1934 quarter is, first of all, realize that 1932 was the first year of issue for the Washington quarter. Next, you have to understand that this coin only came with either a medium motto or a heavy motto variation. This is a medium motto. I'm going to throw up a diagram differentiating the two and what you need to be looking for on your coin. But essentially, when it comes to Washington quarters, it really comes down to the grade. So the higher the grade on your Washington quarter, the more money it's going to be worth. Most of the time, if you guys find a coin like this out in circulation, it's not going to be worth sending off to get graded, because you have to take into consideration the time spent and the money spent getting your coin graded. So be aware of that, guys, because this coin sold for $21,850. This coin sold for $3,670, and here's why. So this is a 2006 D PCGS graded mint state 68 North Dakota Statehood quarter. Now, I'm sure we're all familiar with this North Dakota quarter, but it's important to know that PCGS only graded one of these coins this highly and NGC only graded 3, and that was during the time of the sale. So it's likely there are more in the population now. Most of the time, these statehood quarters are not going to be worth that much money unless they grade very highly. Because this one graded exceptionally well, the coin sold for $3,760. Here's a 1950 10-cent Roosevelt dime graded by PCGS, a mint state 68, and it sold for $8,812, and here's why. So let's point this elephant out in the room. This is an extremely toned coin. Again, toning happens during the oxidation oxidation process where air will react with the metals in the coin, changing the color of the coin. Now, please understand that oxidation like this sort of toning only really matters on high grade example coins. Another thing to know is that oxidation can either positively or negatively impact the value of the coin. It really all comes down to the person buying the coin. If they like the look of the coin, it's pretty interesting that there are people that love toned coins and they buy exclusively toned coins like this. And the flip side of that is that there are people who despise toned coins. So you have the toning going on. Next, if you flip the coin over and look in the back center of the coin, this coin was designated with the full bands. Essentially, on the torch there, you're going to see these full bands. That's the highest point on the coin. It's the hardest to strike and gets worn down the quickest. It only really matters on uncirculated mint state coins that people go after the full bands. If your coin has all these things going for it and it grades really highly, it could be worth a lot of money, like this coin that sold for $8,812. This Jefferson nickel sold for $20,562, and here's why. So this is a 1939 5-cent doubled Monticello coin graded by PCGS, a mint state 67 with the full steps on the back. So quite a mouthful there, but I'll keep this as brief as possible. So a lot of what's going on here is on the back of the coin. Now remember, this is a very high grade for this Jefferson nickel. It's hard to achieve this grade. So first of all, you're going to see Monticello there on the back. Now if you look in really closely, you're going to see Monticello has some doubling there. Now it's really hard to see that unless you have some sort of magnification. I have a link down below to some really good magnification loops or USB microscopes. It says old money prices, supplies. Click on that link. But there are some doubling that you don't need magnification for. Next, this has the full steps above the Monticello there. Similar to the full bands on the back of the dime, this has the full steps, which again is the highest point on the coin. It gets worn down the quickest, and collectors go after that if the coin is uncirculated. Now remember guys, you need to have all of this going for it to sell for this much money. You can't just have one of them. If the condition is low, but you have a doubled Monticello on the back, sure, it's going to be worth more money than 5 cents, but it's definitely not going to be worth $20,562 like this one. But if you find a coin that's in mint state condition like this coin and you get it graded, you could be in for a real treat, guys. So this coin sold for $82,250. Now this is one of my favorite types of coins. This is essentially a 1922 no D strong reverse coin graded by PCGS in mint state 65 brown with a CAC sticker. So first of all, this coin was graded by PCGS at a 65 grade. It was graded with a brown designation. Now that really matters because these coins can either come in red, brown, or brown. I'll throw up a quick diagram here showing the difference. What you really want is closer to red. The closer to red, the better, guys. But even though this coin graded at a brown designation, it's still going to bring a lot of money because this is a no D mint marked coin. So typically this coin will have no D around the date there. But you need that in combination with the strong reverse. Reverse just means back of the coin. Now the back of the coin needs to have a strong strike, just like this one. Combine that, guys, with the fact of a 65 grade. So this coin needs to be in really stellar condition. After this person got their coin graded, they sent it off to CAC, which is another third-party company that will signify if the coin is accurately and nicely graded. They put their little green sticker on the holder, which significantly increased the value of the coin. All these things combined allowed it to sell for $82,250. YouTube has a very complex algorithm that knows exactly what video you should watch next, and that video is located right on the screen right here. So go ahead, click on that video. I'll see you inside.